Good morning. It's actually late in the morning. It's like 10:30, but and I've been up for a while, but I had to get up and like get myself together. I've just finished taking my shower, and while I was in the shower, I was thinking to myself, the Sephora VIB event starts this Friday for Rouge members, and I wanted to share my recommendations with you of what I really love, what I continue to purchase, but I didn't want to do it like blanket, just pick up random things that I buy over and over again. There are certain things that I use, whether it's in my daytime skincare routine, nighttime skincare routine, makeup routine, body care routine, all of those. To put that in one video would have been too long. So I'm going to be breaking them up in smaller videos. And the way that I'm going to tackle this is by showing you some of my favorite products that are available at Sephora that I use in my day-to-day. So today we're going to get into the skin with my morning skincare routine, and we'll take it from there. What I just realized from all of this is that a majority of the skincare routine that I'm using is pretty much affordable, which goes to show you that you don't always have to break the bank when it comes to skincare to get high quality product, thanks to brands like the Inquires, The Ordinary, and even in a lot of cases, brands like Topicals, which I will also be bringing up. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. I always start, of course, in the morning with a cleanser. And there's actually, now that I think about it, 3 cleansers that I do use. I have 2 out here and one that is kind of like an honorable mention that I will be linking in the description box below. The first, I always go in with like a creamy cleanser. Lately, I don't know if it's because of age or probably because of the weather and with me being indoors so much, but I like a creamy cleanser. This one is from Glow Recipe. It is the Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser, and this is just a very nice hydrating cleanser that also nourishes the skin. So we're just going to go in with that right now, and you don't need that much. I am also the type of person that uses their hands, not a washcloth, for cleansing my face. So here we go in. I definitely need to buy another one of this just to have it on stock, because I have a lot of cleansers that, as someone like myself who is a beauty enthusiast and who has worked in the industry for over a decade, I have accumulated a lot of cleansers. So first we're going to go in. I love how creamy this is. It's just a really nice texture. Just going to go in with that. And I also like it because I'm pretty sure that any skin type can use this cleanser, and it's not irritating. It's safe, well, at least in my experience of using this ever since it has come out. I have used this on and off, but I want to say that I go through at least 2 to 3 tubes of this every year. So that should just tell you how much I love it. And this is, again, as someone who has tried and tested a lot of cleansers in the past. Okay. Now that we have that going, and I successfully washed my face, I'm just going to go in there and rinse. And then we're going to go in with my next step. Okay, now that we're all rinsed, I'm going to go in and just pat my face dry, and also tell you about 2 other cleansers that are always in my cleansing routine that are really affordable. Now, the first one that we're going to talk about is the fulvic acid brightening cleanser from the inquires. This, ever since it launched, it has been in my skincare routine. It is a great gentle cleanser that also has like brighten, it helps to brighten and also helps to remove makeup, even though I would go in with a second cleanse. We'll talk about that in my nighttime skincare routine. But this is a great cleanser. I think it's under $15. So if you are Rouge, you're getting like 20% off of that. So it's even cheaper. I would always say stock up and buy 2 of these. This is a great, phenomenal buy. The other cleanser, which is more of a, I want to say it's like a cleanser, but also kind of like a toner as far as consistency goes, is the new Sephora collection micellar waters. They have 2. They have the regular micellar water, and they also have a milky micellar water. I actually really like the milky one more. I do have it, and I do highly recommend that for like days. Let's say that you had an overnight treatment, you're wearing a mask in the morning, you don't like the Biodance mask. You don't need to like really wash your face in the morning because it's been covered up and soaking in all that nourishing ingredients. But if you just want to wipe your areas and also like in the morning get those little eye boogers out, the micellar water from Sephora collection is fantastic. And regardless of what level you are on during the Sephora sale, all Sephora collection is 30% off. So there. All right, so let's go into my next step, which for me is the Ordinary. This is, and I'm going to botch this, and I don't have on my glasses, so this is going to be kind of hard for me to read. The Saccharomyces Ferments 30% Milky Toner. You can see I love this. I already have a backup for this, and I may actually go and purchase just one more so I can have it. I love it that much. You can use a cotton pad to apply this, but I always go with my hands. I rub it between my hands and I just smooth it on and pat it to the skin, and it automatically just gives this nice hydrated feel that's slightly tacky around the skin. So this is my first, kind of like my first layer of hydration that I go in with. And then I follow up with another favorite, which it should be no surprise that I'm showing you something from this brand. If you've been watching me, if you know anything about products that I always recommend, there will almost always be something in there from Summer Fridays. This is their, I think I'm going to say this is their newest skincare. No, because they do have something new that I do want to try from them and will be adding to my list. This is the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Skin Soothing Hydration Mist. I always use this after a toner because it packs in extra hydration and just makes the skin feel so good. My only qualms with this is that this is a very tiny bottle. So for someone like me who likes to pack in the hydration, this can go rather quickly. You also do not, like I said, you don't get a lot. It's only 50 mLs, which is just 1.7 ounces. I've had this for a while. I do use it daily as part of my morning skincare routine, but I wish they would just come out with a bigger bottle. Like, make it 3 ounces and then like sell it for like, I don't know, $32. I feel like that's fair. And we'd buy it. But as of right now, they only have this size, and I will, in fact, be purchasing this starting the 4th. Once I spray this on, I kind of just tap that in and go in. It gives that extra hydration that kind of seals in that toner. So that's what I use. Something new that I've been using, because we're going, actually before we do that, no, this is the right order. There is something new that I've been using for the past couple of weeks, and I feel like it's starting to make a difference in my skincare routine. And this is from The Ordinary. Again, very affordable. This is their growth factor 15% solution. This is supposed to help with minimizing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and your girl's a certain age, so that is definitely a concern. And I'm of the belief that stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You don't need a bunch of wrinkles in order to fight wrinkles, but at the same time, age gracefully, ladies. Okay, so this is a very watery serum, as I'll show you in just a second. I'll use 1 drop of full. This is so watery, it's really watery, which is the reason why I'm gonna go in with this first before I go in with, yes, another hydrating product. And I'll just press this all over into the skin and my neck. And it's just so good. Okay. All right, so there you have that. Skin is hydrated and we're fighting our wrinkles, but I always go in with one more layer. The layer that I will be going in, and I feel like this is an ingredient that came out at this point, I want to say, I don't know how long the inquires has been out, but it's been a while. In any case, they do this serum was the first single ingredient serum of its kind that at least I had seen on the market, and that is the polyglutamic acid from the inquires. Now, a lot of people, as you know, they always talk about hyaluronic acid, which I love. I love it. I swear by it. I think it's something that you should be incorporating into your skincare routine, especially if you're getting into your late 20s, 30s. Keep that hydration going. Polyglutamic acid is I want to say hyaluronic acid's I wouldn't say older sister. I would say her wealthy cousin. This serum I'm going to use actually is able to hold in more moisture than hyaluronic acid, which I love, because for someone who works from home and with my building, they do have the heat up pretty high. I find that my skin can sometimes dry out, but by using this serum, I feel like my skin is more plump, more hydrated throughout the day, and it just keeps an overall more glowy, youthful appearance. So 10 out of 10, recommend it. I actually found this in my stash. I used to just stock up on these all the time, and I was running out of my current hydrating serum that I would use during the day. So I went into my stash and I was like, oh my goodness, this has been sitting here the whole time. This is so good, and I'm definitely going to recommend it. So that's what I did. Next thing I'm going to do, right now, I've already had my serums on. I've washed my face. I've toned, added layers of hydration. So right now, the next thing to do, we have 3 more steps that we do. It seems like a lot, but it's really not. I'm going to go in with one of my favorite moisturizers that I tend to generally use during the colder months. But like I said, with me being and working from home all the time, the air in my apartment can get kind of dry and kind of dehydrate my skin. So one of my favorite moisturizers is the Glossier After Balm. Yeah, your girl really likes it. Even though it is a thicker cream, it's very rich. It is really good and won't feel heavy on the skin. So that's why I love it. I always have at least 1 or 2 of these in my stash so that I can break into it whenever I feel like, again, my skin needs to feel that hydration and nourishment. So I didn't show you, but it was not a lot. And I will smooth out over the skin. It absorbs quickly, so we love that. Second to last but not least is, wow, The Ordinary is really doing their big one with my daytime skincare routine. This is another thing that I use all the time. During the day, I tend to not generally use an eye cream, but I will use an eye serum. One serum that is always, I want to say consistently for at least, oh my goodness, at least a good 6 to 7 years is from The Ordinary, the caffeine solution. This is great if you're someone who has puffiness in the morning, anyone who has dark circles or just wants their under eye area to look more alive. This is the serum for you. This is how I apply it. Again, without the pipette, touching my actual skin. I just layer a few dots of this serum under my eye and tap that in. I also go above the eye as well. And this literally takes away any puffiness. I wouldn't say that it reduces like dark circles. My under eyes are not very dark, but it does give kind of like that brightening effect. So I do like that. And that's usually pretty much it. Oh, and how can I forget? If you've been watching any of my vlogs, any of my stories, girl, you already know what time it is. The faded eye patches. Amazing. Amazing. They feel cool on the skin. If you watch my last vlog or any other of like my Instagram reels or stories, whenever I have to do my food shopping, which is usually on a weekday very early, I literally wear these outside. I have no shame. Okay. I like to I know other people apply it differently, but I actually like putting this small part underneath here because I feel like it also will get rid of any puffiness that I may have in the corner. And it's just more of a comfortable wear for me. So I will apply these. I will leave them on at least 15 minutes. It's usually sometimes even longer than that because I will do this like in the morning and then have like a work call. And being that I don't turn on my camera, it'll be on and then I'll start working and then realize I've had these on for like an hour. But they are fine. They don't slip, which is what we love. And then we just like tap that in. So there you have it. These are my morning skincare routine Sephora VIB sale recommendations. I am going to film one for my nighttime skincare routine, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, let me get to work. Okay, bye.